363, start up and push at 05.
Tower, 363, just started pushing back now. You do know there's another plane pushing back from the next stand.
Say again, 363.
There's another pushing back on the next stand. We've had to stop.
363, stand number give me.
Say again?
Number give me, your number please.
We're 363.
No, I ask you stand number.
Oh, you want our stand number? Yeah, we're on Charlie 61. 363.
363, you not C63?
Negative, we're definitely on Charlie 61. 363.
Oh, sorry sir, stand Charlie 61.
All right, welcome. If you're a new pilot, I want you to imagine something for a second. You're in the cockpit, you're ready to go, and you're about to make a mistake, a really dangerous one. And the crazy part, it all starts with just a single, simple word. In this explainer, we're going to break down how to spot that moment, how to avoid that mistake, and how to make crystal clear communication your absolute #1 safety tool.
Okay, so let's get right into it. You know, we spend so much time learning to fly the plane, but sometimes we forget that one of the toughest places to operate is right here on the ground. The airport surface is a complex, busy environment, and the most important skill you have here, it's not your stick and rudder skills, it's your ability to talk. Because out there, every single word matters.
Think about it. We train constantly for engine failures, for terrible weather, for all sorts of emergencies. We're ready for them. But what about a threat that's just as dangerous, but way, way quieter? What about the danger that comes from just a simple misunderstanding?
And that's the answer. It's simple, but honestly, it's a little chilling when you think about it. Bad communication. A single word that's misheard or misunderstood can literally put two aircrafts on a collision course before you've even pushed back from the gate. This threat is just as real as any thunderstorm or mechanical failure.
So to really see how this happens in the real world, we're going to look at an actual case. We're going to listen in and break down a real radio exchange between a pilot and ground control. You're about to hear just how quickly a simple request can get twisted into a really dangerous situation. Here it is. This is the entire conversation right here on the screen. Now, at first glance, it might not look like much, right? But as we go through this line by line, you're going to see how a couple of very small, seemingly innocent mistakes start to pile up and create a very big problem. And right here, we get our first little red flag. You hear that from the controller? Stand number give me. It's just kind of weird phrasing. It's not standard. The pilot picks up on this immediately, you can tell, and asks for a repeat. The communication is already starting to fray at the edges.
And this is the exact moment things really start to go off the rails. The controller tries to simplify their request and just says number. Now the pilot makes a totally reasonable assumption, right? They hear number, they think flight number. It's a logical guess, but it's the wrong one. And that's where the danger starts.
So, okay, the pilot catches on, corrects the mistake, and gives the controller what they want, the stand number, Charlie 61. Whew, crisis averted, right? We're all good now? Well, not so fast. The confusion is actually about to get a whole lot worse.
And there it is, the second major error. The controller hears 63, not 61. It's a super easy slip-up to make on a noisy radio frequency, but think about the implications. The controller now has a completely wrong picture of where this airplane is. They think it's somewhere it's not, which could potentially conflict with another aircraft.
So, what in the world just happened? How did a simple request for a stand number just spiral into this mess? Let's take a closer look and really pinpoint the links in this chain of errors. This right here is the root of the whole problem. You can see it side by side. Because the controller used ambiguous, non-standard language, just the word number, they basically set a trap. And the pilot, trying to be helpful, walked right into it. A simple misunderstanding with potentially huge consequences. And then, to pour fuel on the fire, you have this. The controller mishears the pilot. It's just a simple slip of the ear, but it doubles down on the danger. It creates a completely false reality of what's happening on the tarmac.
And when you put it all together, like you see here, you get what we call an error chain. It's not one big mistake. It's a series of small ones, each one linking to the next, making the situation more and more dangerous with every single transmission.
So the most important question is, how do you make sure this never, ever happens to you? Well, the good news is, as the pilot, you have the power to break this chain before it even starts. Let's talk about exactly how you do that.
I want you to burn these 4 steps into your brain. Think of them as your communication action plan. First, always use standard phraseology. Be a pro. Never say number when you mean stand number. Be precise. Second, if you are even 1% unsure what you heard, clarify. Never ever guess. It's always better to ask, confirm you want our stand number, than to assume. Third, listen to yourself. After you read something back, actually listen to what you just said. Did you say 61 clearly, or could it have sounded like 63? And fourth, anticipate the confusion. Know which taxiways or gates sound similar, and be extra careful when you're dealing with them.
So, the next time you key that mic, I want you to remember Flight 363. Remember that you're not just a pilot flying a machine, you're a professional communicator in a high-stakes environment. And the words you choose, the clarity you demand, that's what makes the difference between a safe flight and a potential disaster. It's up to you to break that chain before it ever begins.